Okay, and the stream starts. So, what are we going to be doing today? It's a good question. So we are going to see if something about this laptop is that it's the only good laptop I have. When I say that, I mean it. Like the second next best one is the MacBook Pro 9, 1, but that does not charge for some reason. I have no idea why that laptop does not charge. But I love this laptop because well, it fits in my lap really good, and it has absolutely amazing keyboard, and the screen looks amazing too. But it can only run like Windows XP, which isn't the best for like productivity and stuff. Like how I'm used to things that you press like the Windows key and then you type in whatever you want to run. But um that isn't a thing on Windows XP. I think they added that in Vista, but I do not want to. I tried Vista on this and it absolutely sucks. Right now, it is running Debian 5 Daedalus, which is pretty good, and 1400 by 1050. You can see all the stuff right there. You can read. Okay, so I'm gonna try setting this up. So first of all, I do have a lot of disk space, but it's just unnecessary to have all these things. Like, um, let's see. I don't need the task manager. I don't need XFburn. I don't need LibreOffice. I need to look up the command to remove that. Firefox is good, but I'd like to have Pale So, uh, so what I'm going to be doing is Devuan is going to be my base. And then I am going to I'm going to go into user source, and then I'm going to clone the T2STE like repo so I can like I'm thinking so I can have the packages from T2 as well because they're a lot more up to date than Devuan Daedalus because well there's a new release of Devuan there's Devuan 6 but Debian actually dropped support for 32-bit. Yeah, Lenduke.com. Just as the page. I can also go RMS.sexy. What? That is not what I looked up. I thought I said Lun. Like this is really slow. I have no idea why it's so slow. So the end goal of this stream is to have Wi-Fi, get a better desktop environment than XFCE. I mean, XFCE is a good desktop environment. It's just that like I don't know. I just don't really like it that much. I like CDE more. Um so yeah. So let's first strip out all the things I don't need, such as like LibreOffice. I don't need LibreOffice. I could always download Wine and install Windows 2000, like Office 97 or 2000. So I'll do that. How to remove LibreOffice from Debian. Oh, I'm using Google. Also, it'd be good change some settings in here. If the settings load, that is. No btop in the repo. Yep, there is. There we go. Freaking Google is still loading! What? Stop! Oh yeah, this is running off a hard drive, too. Forgot I mentioned that this is running off hard drive and not like SSD. So that's something to know, that this is a spinning Rust hard drive from 2000. It's actually the hard drive that came with the laptop. I don't know. I have no clue how it still works. There was two hard drives on my wall. One is from 2009, and the other one is from 26. Like, they're both Western Digitals, but like, there's a hard drive from 2016, and it lasted up until last year, and then it started like getting degraded. Like, how? It didn't. It wasn't even 9 years old. No, it was 9 years old. Like, how? Like, I don't know how we have so many advancements in like hard drive technology, and like new ones are like still failing left and right, and this one from 2005 is still kicking. Also, this terminal sucks. Why the heck is it this slow? BTOP, like I've ran BTOP on this computer before, but like why is it this slow? How are you doing? I'm doing good, thank you. BTOP doesn't seem okay. I'm just gonna close Google. Come on. Yeah, I held up to my truth. Is it because of freaking Firefox? Okay, always ask where to save files. Play DRM. Or not. Oh. Okay, use hardware acceleration. Disable smooth scrolling. Enable, no. Another thing. Ad block. I need ad block. I remember I tried, I think it was GNU, like, IceCat, and it came with, ad block installed. So, this is Devuan. I think BTOP just hung the terminal. So this is Devuan, but what I want to do with it is that I want to bootstrap T2 with it. So I want to have the T2, so because T2 isn't actually just a Linux distribution, it's a package manager that just so happens can make a Linux distribution. Maybe switch to HTOP. I like BTOP more because it looks better and it also shows you a lot more than HTOP. And so this is the last release. This is Daedalus. It's based off Bookworm. But something about Debian is that the latest release, not Sarge, that's like 3.1. The latest 13 was released without 32-bit support. T2, 3 years, no problem. That's good. So the reason why I'm doing on top of Devuan is because I want to have like a good stable base. Because I've had some problems with T2 in the past. Like I actually just yesterday I filled up a bug report concerning T2 on the GitHub, but the problem was anything requiring on GNU Atomics just wouldn't work. So SSH, curl, and T2 up would not work, along with anything else that used GNU Atomics. Okay. Will BTOP work now? There we go, it works now. Of course, Firefox. So I think what I'm gonna do is install Wine and just use I'm thinking of the name. Pale Moon, because Pale Moon is a much better browser for this. First, I need to figure out how to remove LibreOffice, because I'm not like the biggest fan of LibreOffice. It's like it has a bunch of dependencies, and it's just a lot to do. Like my favorite like word processor is Microsoft Word 97 and 2000. What's your main goal with this laptop? This is the only good laptop I have. So it's probably going to be my daily driver for a while. I mean, there's this guy, there's a friend that had the same laptop for over 20 years, and like he used the same laptop up until like last year before he like gave up and like got a new laptop, because what he had to do, so it was a laptop from like 2006, and he ran Debian with it with Fluxbox, and it worked perfectly fine for him. But there one problem is that the main screen was busted, so you had to hook up an external monitor to it every time you want to use it. Okay, that took a really long time. So what, helium? What is helium? Oh my gosh, no, I'm not using Google. I need to change Google. Yes, it did not turn portable. That's also what happened to my ThinkPad. My ThinkPad is I have a Lenovo ThinkPad T4 470. It's an amazing laptop, but um so on the ThinkPad, there's two batteries. There's the external battery, which you can remove on the fly, and there's an internal battery, which is just always there. So like if the so it goes to external battery and then the internal battery. So it'll switch between the both. But I like it because it has a bunch of battery life. But recently, not really recent, like a few months ago, the external battery, like the something about the external batteries just died. Like, so I couldn't use any external batteries anymore. So it was just the internal battery, but the internal battery it doesn't have as much battery life. So I didn't really like it as much. And that's not good considering that you have i7 6th gen i7 and like some NVIDIA GTX. Yeah, T470. Helium is a privacy-focused default search engine. Yeah, I like DuckDuckGo. That's the one I always use. If I really need the performance, I'll try DuckDuckGo. If that's a little too much, I'll do DuckDuckGo Lite. So DuckDuckGo has this thing for older computers, and it's just like a really light version of their search engine. Yet it takes a long time to load. So this is just there you go. Oh my gosh, go away. It's just really lightweight version. So I want to remove LibreOffice. Yeah, I got a Core 2 Duo with 2 gigs of RAM on Windows 7. DuckDuckGo is lifesaver blading. Linux is no one sees it. Yeah, so something cool is that my website, slow.c2dthinkcenter.com, the main domain is c2dthinkcenter.com. Core 2 Duo Think Center. It is just a Lenovo Think Center M58P just in my closet, running Devuan as well. And it works like a charm. Like I was a while ago, like if you go back in my channel, there was a while where I played a Minecraft mod pack. It's called Better Than Adventure. So something about that is that you notice that's 4x3. Now that's the reason why is because I used that Think Center with the Core 2 Duo for about like 2 weeks, and it worked perfectly fine. Because the Core 2 Duo is 64-bit. So it can run any 64-bit thing. And I was actually able to run Windows 11 on it with a Core 2 Duo. I mean, that's not the most insane thing because Enderman showed that you can run Windows 11 on a Pentium 4. But I wasn't using Windows. I was using I think it was just normal Debian. Like not even like it wasn't Debian, it was just Windows 11. Now, I don't like Windows 11. Too much bloat, too polished. Thinks you're stupid. There's not enough customization. Oh, okay, yeah. But like the only reason why I installed it in the first place was because I wanted to make DVDs. like I wanted to burn like a YouTube video to a DVD because making DVDs on Linux is like you can burn ISO, but like actually making like a video DVD is so infuriating on Linux because there's like nothing to help you, and all the things, all the like packages and programs there are like from like 2007. Like, and I just did not feel like setting up a virtual machine just for that, just for burning DVDs, a few DVDs. Now, some on my website, I wrote an article on about how I actually semi-deleted my website, or semi-accidentally deleted my website. So yeah, yeah, XP is the default on this laptop. So back to what I was saying. So my servers were originally running Fedora server, but I heard that they were adding age verification support to Fedora, and I was like, well, why am I using this Linux distribution if they're doing something that I actively oppose? So I was like, what's a good distribution? And so I was thinking for a while. You know, I could do Alpine. I could do just normal Debian, and then it hit me Debian. It's a very stable Debian base, and it's also very lightweight because you can choose either sysvinit, OpenRC, or runit. Now, for this installation on the ThinkPad Latitude, I chose System5init, and not but I choose OpenRC on the ThinkCenter. Okay, it's not my area either, but like it might one day. But like that's supporting. That's supporting it if you're using it. Okay, and then I can auto remove. And I'm pretty sure I can just close this now. I have 3 media players. Wait, where's Rhythmbox? Rhythmbox is like the most W media player. I used to so at the moment on my main desktop I use Mate with the Mate desktop environment, but like I don't really, but back then, but before that I used KDE, and I really like KDE, but like they don't use X11 anymore. They use only Wayland, which considering this things I do, like this is running X11 right now. I cannot run Wayland on it without it sucking booty cheeks, because this has an Intel i9-15, which is not supported by KMS because it's from 2005 and it only supports, well, on Mesa it supports up to OpenGL 2.1, but on Windows it only supports up to OpenGL 1.4. So it probably can't do all the things. And like I tried, it does. I know Wayland will run. Like the latest T2 ISO with KDE does work. But so something I want to do is so if you do something like display equals 192.168, like another computer, 90 for 0, and then you can do like xterm. If I did that right, it would open a terminal to the other so on computer 1, if you type this command, it would open a terminal on computer 2 with a terminal that, if you type any commands, will go to computer 1. But if you open any X11 programs with it on computer 2, it will open them up on computer 2. So if I were to type in like Firefox, it would open a Firefox that's actually running on computer 2. No, on computer 1. So it's really cool. What else? I think that's good. Okay. So the desktop environment I want to do is CDE, or Common Desktop Environment, because it's really lightweight and I like it. It's actually more lightweight than XFCE. But go stream Callas. Do I get it? No. I don't have it. App install build this and okay. Oh dang, GCC 12. Does your laptop has a screen graphics particularly? So this laptop doesn't actually have discrete graphics. It's only internal graphics. It's an Intel i9-15GM. But you can get a motherboard with some AMD like FirePro graphics card. What's the brand? It's a Dell Latitude D610. I wrote a bunch about it on my website, which the link to it is in the description. I gotta love having spinning hard drives. I do have an SSD for this laptop, but it currently has Windows XP on it, and Windows XP runs the best on it, but there's some big problems with the Windows XP. I mean, you can use Windows XP in 2025. There's Supermium. It's just that this laptop is just really, really slow. Like, I'd love a laptop like this if it used a Core 2 Duo. Like, I would absolutely love the heck out of it if it was a Core 2 Duo, because I could just run normal things on it, or like Windows XP 64-bit edition, or like Linux but better. Like, if you had a 1.86 gigahertz Pentium 4 and a 1.86 gigahertz Core Solo, the Core Solo would actually be faster because it is 64-bit, because it has more instructions that it can use. My system yesterday. Want to go work in transport, but some system D to OpenRC because similar, use less resources, so super happy. My desktop uses system D. System D is convenient, but there's so a bunch of people say that system D is like, oh, it's giant, just a bunch of bloat. Well, not really, because System D isn't actually like a init system. It's like a suite of tools that just so happens to also include an init system. A good example of this is AOSC Retro Linux, because AOSC Linux is a Chinese Linux distribution that is really popular over in China, along along with some other ones. It's semi based off Debian, but like they have their own. It's like a Debian, but like they have their own package manager. But they still use deb files, which is very strange. But they have a specialized version for older computers, and I think the minimum requirement was a 486 and 32 megs of RAM, and that uses systemd. Now, I bet that it's like an extremely like stripped down version of systemd, but it's still systemd. And sometimes systemd can be more better than System 5 in it, like with the init scripts. Like I cannot figure out how to make init scripts for System 5 in it. Like I want to change so right now the display manager is slim, but I want to change it to DT login. But they don't have like a specialized like script for the init system where you can start it up. So now I should have GCC. There we go. But GCC 12, which is not the good. It's not the good. I did not have Git. Apt install Git core. I do want to make a video on AOSC one day. It's pretty interesting like solution with a very funny mascot. So the mascot is like it's a girl that's a bunny, but like the lore, like they have the lore behind her on the website, and the lore is that she was a bunny one day, and then she went to sleep, and she was just a human. Like that's the actual lore from the website. Like why? The website is aosc.io. Also, I had to go. So if you go to the download section on the website, they do have the AOSC retro like highlighted there, but like all the downloads are grayed out. So I don't know about why they're grayed out, but like so what I had to do is I had to go to like where the downloads are, like the download server, and then I had to go like search through the directories to download all the things. And I downloaded all the things and I put it up on the Internet Archive. So it's easier to get to. So you don't have to go meandering through Chinese server. Okay, so git clone https github.com/ what is Renee's username? RXB RXRBLN T2SE. Git so over the years, something I've learned is Git destroys older computers. I tried using Git on the Pentium 3 system. Like, it didn't even work. Like, I would git clone, and then it would just crash. So the Pentium 3 system is I remember hearing back when the Pentium 3 released, I've heard that that some Pentium 3s were actually faster than low-end Pentium 4s, which was hilarious because Intel bloated about how, oh, the Pentium 4 is going to be so much more faster than the Pentium 3 because it has SSD too. But Pentium 3 was faster than it. And the Pentium 3 motherboard I have, it's a server or workstation motherboard, and it can take two Pentium 3s at 1 gigahertz, which is really cool. But there's one really annoying thing about it. There's only one PCI slot. Like, I have no clue why there's only one PCI slot. There's like pads. There are pads, like just empty pads without the actual like connectors for more PCI slots. There's just no slots there. So what I think I might do is that I will get like PCI connectors and just solder them onto the pads and see if they work. Okay, that's done. Hopefully this works. Oh, and curses. Curses. Okay. It's like lib and curses. There we go. Hopefully, it builds Lua Bash. Okay. Victor build. What is bottom dot make? Like, I've had this question for so long. Like, while I'm bootstrapping something, it always says, bash makefile line 11, build bottom.make, no such file directory, no rule make, target, build bottom.make. Like, what is that file? Like, I made the build directory, I just did. Architecture, the other one super late ago. Okay. Okay, have a good day. What is bottom.make? I think I have to, like, do some bootstrap thing? Like, scripts, bootstrap. Get conf unrealized, unrecognized variable and process on. I don't have, oh my gosh, yeah. Vim is not that big. I know that this is a hard drive limitation. Like, I know for a fact that this is a hard drive speed limitation. Because the hard drive light is just like always on when I'm doing this. Okay, and I'll remove nano. Sorry, nano. Okay, gconf, nope. Okay, stecfg parallel will be 1. I don't have curl. Okay. Should work now. Okay. Wait, no, this won't work. So I think what I have to do is, like, I don't think I have yeah, I don't have etcsd config. Like, there's nothing in this. So I think what I'm gonna do is, like, spin up, I think what I'm gonna do is, like, get, what the heck? Just get a T2 ISO and just install it in a virtual machine, which wouldn't take long. Let's see. Basically, do i786 or I'm gonna do x86 64. Oh my gosh, 2 gigabytes. Okay. Welcome to stream. I am trying to figure out how to do this. So, why? T2 config, and it can't find bottom dot. What is find dot dash name bottom dot make? It doesn't exist. Bottom dot make does not exist. That's helpful. What? Bottom dot make no such file. What does this mean? What do you mean? Like, huh? Okay. Let me get fish real quick. My favorite shell. Also a lot more flashy. It's almost done. T2 website downloads pretty quickly. 10 megabytes a second. Yeah. Yep. Why did that take so long to get rid of the window? Of course it doesn't work, so I have to change shell in the settings of the terminal. I know I'm using trackpad. I got a mouse. There we go. Okay. Okay, that makes it look a lot better. So it's under MISC. I know it's under MISC. What's config? Config.games. Okay. Share. Target. Okay, okay, the ISO finished downloading. Let me install a virtual machine so I know what to do. Browse local, T2. Yep, that's good. T2 64. Finish. Okay, install. Yep, install. None. General classic. Erasing data. Butterfast. Install system. Cast GUI. Minimalistic system. Install. Okay. For password. Linux. Password. Password. Cookie. Time. Keyboard. For USA. Grab. Continue is 0. Yep, yep. E2. 64-bit. No SSHD. And unknown. Yep, reboot. Oh, I put 65-bit. It's okay. Okay, root, C user source, T2 source, T2 up. Okay. Downloading pretty quickly. SVN is pretty quick. I didn't know that. But Git is, I don't know. I'm not a good package maintainer guy. I do have my own text editor on GitHub, but I don't use the git command. I just upload when I'm done for the day, I just upload what I got to GitHub. Bunch of Perl stuff. I should probably show you what's going on. Okay. Hopefully you can see this. Yep, you can. Okay, Lua Bash, okay. And then that's not there. Okay. Okay, I just realized something. Hold on. So if I go misc Lua, so it's filling Lua Bash. That is not there in the Git repo. Misc Lua Bash build. Okay. Misc Lua Bash. What is in that? Build Linux.make. Wait, no. Top. Oh my gosh, I need freaking Wayland for Vim. Oh my gosh, I need. Okay, it's still in there. Luckily, I can just download. Package management. SUI. It's Wayland or something. Additional packages. Desktop. No. It's like Wayland or something. Is it libwayland? I don't know why it's complaining about Wayland when I'm only in a terminal. Oh, Wayland protocols. Okay, finish. There. Goo. I love having a text editor that requires Wayland. There we go. Oh, that's it? Okay. I can type that. Okay. Vim. Okay. Maker. What's config? Okay. Okay, Maker build cd build. So this is linux.make. I need top.make. So there's top and bottom. Top.make. Okay. Vim top.make. So it is ifn def x already loaded. And then dot phony all ifn def x system X system equals shell uname dash s and if and def x arch shell uname dash m and if. And that's if you want CPUs. I don't. Oh my gosh, how long is this file? Okay, I'm like halfway done. Okay. Yeah, I'll change back to, yeah, that. Okay. X out top question mark equals dot if and def x out arch dollar, that's dollar sign x out top over dollar sign x system minus dollar sign x arch and if okay, x make files dollar sign oh my gosh, dollar sign filter out dollar percent dollar dot make comma dollar make file underscore list x module dot doing the percent sign dollar sign pat subst percent slash comma percent comma dollar sign dir dollar sign word dollar sign words dollar sign x underscore make files back comma dollar sign x make files back okay, and dollar sign x module output equals dollar sign x out arch over dollar sign x module x ignore dollar sign shall make dir dash p dollar sign that dollar sign that x module output. Source is not sources. If n def x already loaded, x already loaded equals 1 dot phony clean at echo cleaning $ x out arch $q rm-rf yikes $x out arch. That suffixes and if. Okay. Now I need bottom.make. Oh my gosh. Okay. Visual. Okay. Include build $x system dot make x sources equals $filter out. This is stupid. I think. Do I have SCP? I do. Bash. Okay. How do I use SSH or SCP? SCP to copy a file from your local machine to a remote server using a fan. Okay. So SCP top.make to vmunix at 192.168.1.90 and then home vmunix downloads. And also do bottom.make. Okay, and if I go to my downloads folder, it should be there. downloads. Yep, top and bottom.make. I should have, yeah, I do have wget. wget, I don't have copy party already. wget 192.168.190.3923 downloads top.make bottom.make. Suddenly messing with my old computer, I got links. Really? Wow. I've always wanted to have a PlayStation 2. No, I was an Xbox kid growing up. I grew up with the Xbox 360, but I really like old consoles because you can do a lot with consoles. Like the Dreamcast, you can both run Linux and NetBSD. You used to be able to run NetBSD on PS2, but they removed support. You can still run Linux on the PS2. You can T2 was actually used to develop the was actually developed on the PS3. What else? Xbox 360 can run like old version of Ubuntu. What else? I think that's also something else to note is that somebody ported made an IBM PC emulator for the NES and was able to boot Elks, which is a Unix-like. Elks is like a stripped down version of the Linux kernel, basically. So now if I do t2 config, build overriding recipe, build linux.make. Okay, I need get an SCPH7XXX model for the best compatibility if you want to try doing the same. Also has a LAN port and 2 USB slots. Yeah, I know it has only 32 megs of RAM. And it's also MIPS. The only non-x86 things I have is my Xbox 360 and Raspberry Pi, and also like a bunch of phones as well. But I'd really like to play around with PS2 Linux. Like, well, both like the official PS2 Linux and also like homebrew PS2 Linux as well. Okay, now I need to copy build linux.make. Now, official PS2 Linux is my holy grail. I'm still seeking. Yeah, I've heard that's like really expensive. But like all the YouTubers I've seen play around with it, they all are like, "Oh, look at this cool thing," but like they don't really do anything with it. Like something I would try doing would be trying to build like Cloudflare D, so I can hook it up to my website, so I can host a website from a PlayStation 2, or like try to port T2 to it. Which might be possible because T2 is like extremely minimal. Like it uses less than 32 megs of RAM. If you have like a nice minimal configuration. Crap, that sounds like a good idea. Now I want to try it. Also, something about PS2 Linux is that you can't emulate, which is, as far as I know, you can't emulate, which is very annoying. For fast fetch to get ASCII. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The coolest platform I've ported fast fetch to was NetBSD VAX, and I used SimH to emulate the VAX, and it took about 2.5 hours to compile it. I do have the picture somewhere. I think I have the picture of the screenshot somewhere. If not, I can always recreate it. So, I watched this guy called N Commander. They are really nice, really smart, but um, they were doing some work the on the like net BSD ports to like modern BSD ports to the VAX. And he was thinking about, so he said that he had to build the VAX version of OpenBSD on a VAX. So, and he said that if he did it on just one, it would take like months. But so what he came up with was he was thinking about using distcc to distribute the compile between like 4 different virtual machines so it compile faster. And that sounds absolutely like five brain. Like that's like very smart. Like I don't know how that would work. Okay, let's see if it works now. Those are just errors. It seems to be building. I don't know why the Git repository doesn't have the Lua bash make files, because so if you just try to just clone the Git repo and and then try to go in there. There we go. Okay, I can shut down the virtual machine now. There we go. But I saw a thing. Yeah, Gawk not found. Okay. That's a pretty important command. Okay. There we go. I got my primary package manager installed now. Okay, there we go. T2 config. Wow. I finally figured out how to do it. libsigseg. Libs segmentation fault. I'm gonna make a GIF like that. It's like the heart locket GIF, and it's like segmentation fault, my beloved. Okay. I don't know why the menus for this, for the T2 are like really slow. It's not that bad on like faster computers, but like it is really bad on slow computers. Like for i46 to Pentium M. So the Dell Latitude D610 is really weird because it seems to have come with 2 different CPUs. It seems like the earlier models come with a Pentium M, while the newer ones come with the Intel Centrino, which is just a fancy name for a Pentium M. Okay, I do want LTO. Oh boy. There should be background music. I need to pull up background music. Be really good. Let's check the GitHub issue. Nope, nobody talked about it yet. Okay, YouTube. Okay. Yes, build it on top of another distribution. Oh, did Penguins... Oh! The guy from that one Penguin Z0 video got arrested. Looks like. Okay. That was weird. An ambulance just drove by my house. It had the lights on, but not the siren. Wait. Is my microphone picking up the music? I think it was. Oh well. Okay. Create. Yes, I want debug information because packages do not. I remember a while ago I tried T2 on the aforementioned Think Center. Oh crap! The music's like really loud. You probably can't hear me. There we go. Make it. One. Oh boy, this is gonna take a while. It's a good other terminal. I don't know if I have hardware acceleration. So something I'm scared about is that, so the first time I'm going to compile is fast fetch. Something I'm scared is that it'll say that I have nothing. So it'll start with Linux headers, then it'll get binutils, then it'll get build the Linux kernel. Then it'll get binutils, then it'll build GCC, then it'll build the Linux kernel, and I do not want that. So I think I'm gonna edit the package list. Because, how T2 handles packages is actually really smart. There's just a list of packages that you have installed. So if you install Figlet, it'll just add Figlet to that file. Oh my gosh. I don't need NLS. This song, I hate this song. I'm gonna put it on nobody. Okay. T2 install SV fast fetch. Not selected. No package scheduled. What? No package scheduled to build. What do you mean? What package can I build? I know, I don't know why fast fetch wasn't there. Why does fast fetch not work? It's in the repo. Yeah, it's right there. Package control fast fetch. I think I have to bootstrap. Okay, so while this is doing its thing, I am going to go take a break because my ears hurt because of the headset sucks. Okay, I'm back. I was eating Totino's pizza rolls. So that comment I just left, it is real. I have played Minecraft on here. Beta 1.7.3 runs well, but like anything, Alpha 1.2.6 also runs pretty well, but like any other like actual releases is just like really slow. Is this Apex Twin? No. So I have played Minecraft on here, and Mesa, I don't actually know. I think it actually has 3D acceleration, but I can't really tell because whenever I run like GLX gears, it always has the CPU at like 100%. So I'm back. This is stupid. Okay. Slash config. Can't play Minecraft. I can play Classic Cube. Classic Cube runs like $1 million on here. I could play Rogue if I get DOSBox X. DOSBox X runs well on Windows XP, but I'm not sure about Linux. I mean, it probably should run better, concerning I can like really optimize it with like O-03 and FLTO, but I don't know. This is like really common. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it changed. Okay. Now I should be able T2 install fast fetch. Yep. Car utils. Oh, it says I don't have bin utils. Might be for the best. Don't need Java. Core utils, that's something I'm not going to build. So I'm gonna add core utils and bin utils to it. Don't need that. 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 Don't need it. I already have Mesa. Oh my gosh. Dash optional depths none. Welcome to stream, Shadow. I got it working. I had to use 1,000,000,000% of my brain and a virtual machine to get it working, to figure out why it wasn't working, but I fixed it. As you can see, it's working now. So I have to start setting it up. Okay. Let's see. What do I not need? I do have mousepad, so I can just copy this in there. No, not copy as HTML. Copy. And it's accessory. Yeah, mousepad. I like mousepad. It's a good text editor. Okay, let's see. What do I not need? I do have Python, right? I do have Python 3. It loaded it in links. So I do have Python. Okay. So it's config default and its packages. Oh, that's the list of packages. Okay. So what if I install Linux? So I have it set to do user T2, but if I T2 install Linux headers. This music is like really calming. No, it's Linux header, I think. Yeah. Oh my gosh. $83? Oh my, LLVM, oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know how to tell it that I already have all the things. I could do dash deps none. Does she make? Do not. Okay. Okay, dash deps none. So to get fast fetch, I need. What are the dependencies according to T2 website? Packages, fast fetch. Let's see. PKG config. I don't have that. PKG config. SQLite. That's good. Oh no. Needs CMake and fast fetch. Okay, this will take like a really long time because it's CMake. Oh, what? Time and no such. Huh? I don't have time. The time command? Why do I not have time installed? Hello? Okay. what is something I need? So I need basically like a base, very base system. So I think the most advanced package would probably be the core utils. Core utils, and that's good. ACL, don't need ACL. Adder. Net tools, don't need that. PAM. Lib prelude, don't need that. CMake. Don't need Gobject. No. No. How did we get to Python? Dash optional depths none. Bin utils, I need bin utils. Let's always go to CMake. How long would it say it would take? Usually it says how long it would take to build, but this time it didn't. Okay. Download the kernel. What? And then open up another terminal. And then that can be the B-top. Let's run it sudo so I can see all the root processes. Oh, that's why it's taking so long. It's doing a SHA-256 Hello, Saf Wan H. Fenzo. Sorry if I got your wrong name wrong. Oh, I don't have time. Why on earth do I not have the time command? Surprised something like D-Packets doesn't rely on it. Safwan is correct. Okay. Thank you. So funny. I'm just being on my phone right now, so I don't want to interrupt the music that's playing. There. Why is it only at 800 megahertz? Or is it just lying? There you go. Why? Like, I remember having this problem. Why does it only say 800 megahertz? This is gonna take a long time. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is like not use T2, the package manager. So, Mike, I want to get. What's your website of respect? Can you please tell me? It's also it gets it. My website is not Git. It is just a normal website. For in Cloudflare D, it's just only set up for HTTP connections. So, but wait, no, that makes no sense. My website's not a Git server. I don't know how to set it up. My server specs is core. Hold on. There's that's my server specs right there, and also I think the music just ended. Yeah. Okay. So I need to find the thing for CDE. So C desktop and what? I don't know. The hard drive is not having fun. Just restarting is the easiest way to get with stop T2 running. You're welcome. That's why it's called C2D ThinkCenter.com, because it's a Core 2 Duo ThinkCenter that is in my closet. I don't know, I have cups. Bluetooth does not work on this. Because there is no Bluetooth card. There's a Wi-Fi card, but not a Bluetooth card. It's the freaking Wi-Fi card. Like, Broadcom is not my number one op with this laptop. Because on Windows, support is fine. It's just install the driver from Dell and installs the driver stuff. On anything other than Windows, you're cooked. Because there's no drivers on any of the BSD for the Broadcom BCM4309. And there's a few drivers on Linux. Like, no. Like, what? It does work. It's just like support sucks. Like, so far the best supported distribution is Alpine. Okay. So AutoConf, I'm trying to install Alpine on DigitalOcean. What is DigitalOcean? American Cloud Infrastructure. Oh, Kubernetes. Okay, so it's like, okay. Okay. So it's like online Docker, I guess. libxml dev libxfd dev libxml libxpm open libmotif libmotif dev libxos7 libx11 dev libxxs libtirpc x11's x tools libjpeg libjpeg 62 turbo div lib3 type 6 dev libssl div. Why SSL? Tickle dev. Kshell. M4 and compress patch. X fonts 100 dpi. X fonts 100 d. X fonts 100 dpi. Transcode. RPC bind. Bison. Xbit. Oops. X11 proto. Font. Flex. OpenSP. libxrender dev. liblm db dev. Okay, libmotif. Three, four. libxm. Four. Okay. Transcoded. There we go. Okay, someone's calling. Okay, back. Let's see. P4 clock mod. What's that? Okay, those guys have the same problem as I am. Okay. CPU Freak D. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do CPU Freak D. Okay. You have to reboot. Hmm. No CPU Freak D socket found. Reboot? Hold on. You do not need Bluetooth D. Oh, just Bluetooth? It's on power save. Is that why? Okay. User space. That didn't fix anything. What is that? What do you mean, what is that? This? Because this is a 2005 laptop. Is it at... Why is it only stuck at 800 megahertz? Maybe take off this and this. That didn't fix anything. Reboot? Wait, what install? Current Cali? No. No, this is, Devuin. The problem I am running into right now is this is a Pentium M. It can run at 1.86 gigahertz, but it's currently locked at 800 for some reason. So I'm trying to figure out how to enable speed step on this. I see those B42. What? Are you problem 800 hertz GPU on Pentium? Huh? The GPU is fine. It's the GPU is Intel i9 15GM. It's fine. Not the fastest. Can run Minecraft on this. Not on Windows though. The Intel driver for the Intel i9 15 on Windows only goes up to OpenGL 1.4, but on Linux, Mesa lets it use OpenGL 2.1. I mean, I can play Minecraft on this 2000, what is it? 1999 Pentium 3 next to me. Albeit it's very slow because Mesa can emulate a GPU providing OpenGL 2.1. Okay. So only 800 megahertz. Come on, man. Yeah, ACPI CPU freak. Wait, that has a wait, the module has an underscore in it, but this one right here has a dash in it. Power save on demand. Okay. Recheck the scaling driver. Okay. Sudo mod probe. CPU freak on demand. In 2005, Alpha Beta was still running on low spec settings on XP Vista Java 8. So the problem on the driver for Windows only supports up to OpenGL 1.4, and Minecraft has always needed OpenGL 2.1, which is really annoying. If the source code for like a older version of Java gets leaked, I really want to try to port it from OpenGL 2.1 to like something lower. Like Classic Cube, you can set it to only need OpenGL 1.1. Schedutil. And your bootloader. Huh. Okay. So if I echo on demand to that. What's the best ThinkPad in your opinion? I've only had one ThinkPad, so the T470. To run OpenGL on Java in 2005, you must have Joe Bridge. No, it's not. It's not. It's half a hardware problem, half a software problem. The driver from Intel only supports 1.4, so I can't run a program that requires OpenGL 2.1 because it doesn't have all the acceleration stuff. I've tried that before. I've tried to play Minecraft on Windows XP on this, and it doesn't work. But I can actually prove that I can play Minecraft on this laptop. Oh my gosh. What do you prefer over the T480? Is more T480 does not have a screen, and also it only has one working battery. If you're wondering where the screen is, I use it. It's being used as my main monitor on my main desktop. What's JDK 17? I think I have to download. Oh, I don't, not the fandom. Where is it? The freaking Minecraft wiki, real Minecraft wiki is at the bottom. Do I really have to type all that in? I want to get Pale Moon. Me get one. Firefox! Use Java 8 on 2005. Yeah, that's... You need Java 8 was recommended for Alpha 1.2.6. I think it was anything after 1.12 needs like Java 3, Java 16, I think. And like some of the latest versions, I think needs like Java 24. Internet Archive server free Java 8. I'm waiting for java.com load. Oh, which ThinkPad would you suggest to a person who needs more power than the other ThinkPads like the 280? The feeling different. I guess, I don't know. I've only I only have one ThinkPad. Maybe go for like a framework laptop. I've heard those are good and pretty powerful. Java installation completes. If you're using WebStart, you may need to restart your browser. If you don't know, WebStart is a web browser written in Java. And it just told me, and it's just telling me to download the Windows exe. Okay. Why does everything takes? Oh, I know why it takes so long. Because it's stuck at 800 megahertz. I really need to fix that problem. Anyways, you get the idea. Get back. Should I have mine? Yeah. Okay, that's not gonna help at all. Okay. I need... why does frequency scaling not work? I think it does work on normal Debian, but just why not on Devuan? I could do that. On my main computer, I'm doing some research. Some people are saying to try adding ACPI equals force to the Linux kernel stuff. Like the boot arguments. The problem is that the CPU is always stuck at 800 megahertz. That's why it's so slow, is because it's stuck at 800 megahertz right now. So that's the problem. It can go up to 1.86 gigahertz, and Linux does know it can go up to 1.86 gigahertz. It's just not putting it at 1.86 gigahertz. It's just keeping it at 800 megahertz. I thought I turned off, remove Bluetooth. This is Linux, not Windows. That's the problem. See, 100% CPU utilization 800 megahertz. But it says right here, CPU max megahertz 1.8 gigahertz. But it's stuck at 800. What is schedutil? I know this isn't gonna work. Yep. No, I'm not overclocking. I just wanted to get to the normal. I just want to get it to the normal clock speed. Because this has speed step, but Linux, like, doesn't. What I'm guessing is that it doesn't know how to use speed step on a CPU this old. Because I think speed step has been updated over the years, and it's had some changes to it, but Linux just removed some of the older speed step versions, including the version for this CPU, so it's always stuck at 800 gigahertz. Or maximum CPU for, oh my gosh. I'm not using Windows. Okay, I am not using Windows. I am using Linux. Okay, thermal throttling. Using governor ladder. P-state model not supported. Maybe that's needed? CPU freak utils. Thermal D, stone, thermal D. I'll try it. I'll have it noted. Wait, what did that say? P09. Okay. Wait, what? For your computer, it is not. It does not. It's not a heating problem. It's a software problem. It is not a heating problem. Also, this only has the integrated graphics card. It does not have the like AMD Fire Pro graphics card that you could have got on this. See, you can go to this many, but it's just not. Current frequency, only 8. Wait, that's actually really smart. What if I... What do you mean, permission denied? I'm root. Yeah, I own that file, but I can't... Yeah, read write. Read only. Right error. Related CPUs, 0. Scaling set speed, unsupported. Available governors. User space, on-demand, conservative power, performance. Performance. That did not do anything. Oh, music stopped. Yes, it can see it. And it does see. Can do that. Wait. Current policy frequency should be within 800 megahertz and 800 megahertz. What? Hello, AI Lift. So what that says is completely idiotic. Are you testing 800 megahertz? Yes, I'm trying to get it to be above 800 megahertz because it can go above 800 megahertz because it's supposed to do that. It's supposed to. How CPUs work is that they're not always like if you get like a newest AMD Threadripper, it's not always going to be like 4.7 gigahertz all the time. No, it's going to clock down. Like my desktop right now is probably only at like 2 gigahertz right now, and it can go up to 4. Because that's just a bunch of wasted power, and it's just creating a bunch of more heat. So it's just better just downclock it, so it doesn't waste all that power and overheat. Like 844 megahertz. So basically what the line I have highlighted right now says it has to be at 800 megahertz, which is idiotic. I need that to change. what am I cooking? I'm trying to figure out why the Linux speed step. So Linux speed step is saying that, so Linux knows that the CPU does have speed step and can change from 800 megahertz to 1.86 gigahertz, but it's just staying at 800 megahertz all the time. So if I run btop, you see 100, it says 100% CPU usage, but it's staying at 800 megahertz. Right now it would be, is it 2005? No, it's Dell Latitude. It works perfectly nice. So that's why Firefox is so slow on this. Okay. Where are you from, though? America. Beast. Intel PC CPU not support my age? I'm not gonna say. Where are you doing these? My room. What are you doing? I am. So I'm streaming from my desktop, and I have a VGA to HDMI adapter going to a capture card that's then going into OBS and then getting streamed out to YouTube. I mean, what's the main model way of doing it? Why am I doing this? So it's documented. So the reason why I started my channel, like the first video I ever made was T2SDE in 86 box. Now, before that, if you look up 86 box Linux, it would just be a bunch of videos showing you how to run 86 box on Linux, not run Linux in 86 box. So I just started making a bunch of videos about that, just different Linux DBs you can try out in 86 box. Now, why 86 box? Well, it emulates every single part of a retro computer, from all the way from the CPU to the hard drive, every single part. So something is very, and it's also very accurate. So something to note is that since it's very accurate, it can also be good if you want to test out if like different like if you're doing software development. It's good if you're doing retro software development, and I will be right back. My major will be computer science. CPU power, I have CPU freak, not CPU power. CPU power didn't like the CPU. I'll be back. Back. Okay. What? Huh? Okay, I have to turn off my mic. Crystal, what? Huh? Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Okay. Well, this doesn't exist. Procket. Speed Step Centrino? Okay. Time to reboot again. I've also tried using CPU power GPU. Well, I'm not using CPU power because it complained about CPU power complained about my CPU, like it couldn't find my CPU. So I'm using um I'm using CPU Freak, not CPU power. So apparently there's a kernel flag called ACPI_OSI. No. And that can help you, and that can spoof to the BIOS what operating system you're running, apparently. Well, it's not that the problem isn't that it's not on the right setting, it's that it's not letting the CPU get to that frequency. Like it's keeping it locked at 800 megahertz no matter what setting it's at. And it did not work. Wait. Okay. So says, wait, no, oh, I saw this part and I thought it said, oh. Governor on demand may decide which. How do I change the governor? And I'll get CPU power. Again. Okay. That did nothing. Yep. Oh. Okay. So it's because it thinks it's decharging. Something annoying with this laptop is that the freaking power thing sucks like mega sucks. because it's proprietary as well. So, you have to have a special adapter from Dell, and I just have a random one off of like Amazon. It like half works. Sometimes it'll be charged, sometimes it'll charge, sometimes it won't. It's most reliably charging on Windows, so I need a reboot into Windows. So I need to switch SSD. And then I have to wait for it to boot Windows. Oh wow, that hard drive really hot. And in goes the SSD. Thank you, Windows XP, for not... There we go. You could also, like, display settings. The Intel display settings. Graphics properties. Okay, yeah, dual clone. Primary device, secondary, okay. There we go, that works. So this is my Windows XP installation. Also, Crystal, you can chill. I figured out what's wrong. There's no amount of commands can fix what is going on. So right now I have to get it to where it is charging. Somehow figure out how to get it to charge. It's okay. Chill, Christelle. I figured out what's wrong. It's not a problem with the commands. That command won't fix it. It's hardware. What the heck is going on? Maybe reboot? Display Outrider. A sound. Yeah, it says on AC power, but it's not charging. Maybe reboot? Man, it's taking a while to shut down. Why is instruction sound effect? And it's still not charging. Maybe hard power off might fix it. Kali on 2000, 2005, and 2026, and Master PC Kali Linux, Windows XP, Windows Kali. Okay. And yeah, it's still not charging. Go away, WavePad. Go away. What's the sound? Okay, it is off. On. Okay, and the charging light is still not on. I think I'm just going... I'm just gonna try to see if I can get the battery like really low. But like, how can I get battery get really low? Because I'm guessing it only like turns on after a while. I have no clue. If your laptop is overheating, low performance and low temp. Nope, it's not overheating. It has never overheated or thermal throttled. I'm just gonna run this until battery goes at like really low. Hmm? There's no you random. Oh, I know. SCP containment breach. The heck? It's like really loud music playing outside. It didn't run. There we go. Oh, hey, stop killing games. Heads up, we've detected audio in your stream that belonging to someone else. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. Oh no. I don't care. How do I get it to charge? BIOS. AC adapter, unknown device installed. AC adapter, none. Unknown device installed. Oh my gosh. Return it because it's a barrel plug. Why? Okay. So that's gonna do it for today's stream. So, in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening.